Okay, guys, I'm going to give you an example on how you're going to figure out sales tax. I feel like this is one of the harder things for you guys to learn because it deals with percents turning into real money, real dollars. And I know it's a little bit complicated, so I'm going to go over it with two receipts here. So, the deal with sales tax is your city or county or state charges taxes to help fix things in that state, city, or county. Okay, and so whenever you go buy something, they will charge you a tax. Now, different places have different percents that they charge. Okay, you have to turn that percent into a dollar amount. And how you do that is you have to multiply whatever percent that they set, you have to multiply that by the subtotal amount of whatever you're buying. Okay, so I'm going to use this example right here, this Walmart receipt. Okay, our subtotal here was $14.25. Okay, all the things that were bought here, they equaled up to $14.25 when we added them together. Okay, there's a sales tax of 6.5%. If you look right here, it says 6.500%. It equaled out in dollar amount to be 93 cents. Okay, this is how you figure it. Okay, so my subtotal was $14.25. Okay, I'm going to multiply that by that percent. But a percent is just a description. So I need to turn that percent into an actual number. So I'm going to turn it into a decimal. Okay, anytime you turn a percent into a decimal, you move it to the left. You move the decimal place to the left 2 times. Okay, so I'm starting with 6.5. I'm not going to worry about putting these zeros out here because we don't need them. Okay, so I'm going to move this decimal 2 spaces. Okay, now there's a gap here, right? Anytime you have a gap and you have to have a number in there, you need to put in a 0. Okay, so 6.5% is now 0.065. Okay, so we've turned that percent into an actual number that we can work with here. Okay, so I'm going to multiply my subtotal, which was $14.25. I'm going to multiply it by, sorry guys, by 0.065. Okay, 5 times 5 is 25. I carry my 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 2 is going to be 12. Carry my 1. I've got 5 times 4. That's 20. Add 1. I'm going to get 1. And then I carry my 2 from the 21. Then 5 times 1 is 5. Add 2, and I get 7. Okay, I'm done with the 5. So I drop my 0 here. Now I go over to the 6. 6 times 5 is 30. Put my 0. Carry my 3 up here. 6 times 2 is 12. Add 3 is 15. Carry my 1. 6 times 4 is 24. Add 1 is 25. Carry my 2. 6 times 1 is 6. Add 2 and I get 8. Okay, this 0 right here, I don't need to worry about because everything will just be zeros down here on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to add these together, and I get a 5, a 2, a 6. 7 and 5 is 12. Put my 2 here, carry over my 1. 8 and 1 is 9. Okay, now we're not finished. We have 2 spaces here from the right that our decimal is in, and then 3 spaces here from the right that our decimal is pushed in. So in total, I have 5 spaces of how many times I need to go in from the right-hand side over here to put my decimal on my answer. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get 0.92625. Okay, when we're dealing with money, we don't need to go further out than the hundredths place. Okay, that's all you need to go whenever you're dealing with money. So I would end up rounding this to 0.93. Okay, and the reason why I went up to 3 is because this 6 right here determines what's going to happen to this 2. And because the 6 is 5 or above, I push up the 2 to a 3. Okay, so our sales tax actual money amount is $0.93 or 93 cents. Okay, if you'll see here, that's exactly what they had, 93 cents. Okay, then you have to go and take that sales tax dollar amount, and you have to add it to whatever your original subtotal was. Okay, so you bought all these things, right? They equaled up to $14.25. So now I have to add that in to my subtotal to figure out how much I'm going to pay in all. So $14.25. I'm going to add 93. Remember, whenever you're adding decimals, you got to line them up. Adding or subtracting, you have to line up your decimals. I can just bring my decimal straight down. Okay, 5 and 3 is 8. 2 and 9 is 11. Carry my 1. 1 and 4 is 5. And then 1 and nothing is 1. Okay, so my total is 15.18. And if you'll notice here, I kind of covered it up, but if you'll notice here, the total on the receipt is 15.18.